This is GBR 500 undergoing sanding.
Well, this is the new chain plate that's going on. We've just gouged a few holes in the deck, and this is the Nick Bob and I. We've put in these two chain plates, which are just basically strapped down using straps of unidirectional carbon fibre through the deck onto the bulkhead either side of the hull. So we had to sort of sand back all the fairing and everything to get enough depth there so that we could put the straps down, and now it's being filled, and we're just going to unfair it later on today when it's dried off or gone off. Obviously got one on the other side exactly the same as that, and this is all to compensate for our new rig that we're having to have put on. I'll show you our old rig just now.
This is the machine. It's a very, very heavy section, you can see. There's a really wide span, and it's much heavier than an ordinary rig. So basically this little puppy's come off, and we're going to replace it with a new simple ordinary type carbon mast. The only intriguing thing about the new mast is we're going to have it's got some slightly narrower lower spreaders, which has been done before, and some people think it works, some people don't. But the idea is that you can sheet the genoa much closer into the hull, so in the right conditions you can basically sort of point a little bit higher. You've got a much narrower slot. It only works in certain conditions, but it's worth a go anyway, and it's the way the rig is. So we've basically modified GBR 500 to take these chain plates, and we've ground off this one here. This is the original one that used to fit that mast over there. That's all obviously faired, and that's going to be sanded off again. Because Nick had a wing mast, he obviously couldn't have a tricolour at the mast head, because obviously when the mast rotates, the red's pointing in the wrong direction, and the same for the green and the white. So what he had was like an ordinary boat setup with red, green on the port and starboard side of the boat and a white on the stern. And obviously we don't need those because we can have a fixed tricolour at the mast head. So we've taken those off, and I'm basically just going through the boat, seeing what things need to be changed and I'd like to change. You see the old branding here is all starting to come off. There's the escape hatch through here. It's not really so much of an escape hatch, but more of a way of getting the life raft out. The life raft is stashed just in here. So if you were to be capsized and you were outside the boat and you needed to get your life raft, you can still access the raft from outside of the boat. Where you can crawl out of it, it's not recommended. I doubt you can see it, and there's full G-lock. You can only sort of go so far back into the filler or bog in order to sort of compensate for the rise of the extra straps, that bonding that we're putting on for the chain plate. So consequently, I've faired as much as we can, but we're always going to have this extra ridge, and it's just a choice of aesthetics as well as obviously the water's coming along here. We want this to be as smooth as possible when the leeward side's in the water. So really I need to put a bit more filler on here. You can see the shadow on here. I'll put the light here so that we can see better shadows. But we've got quite a prominent, pronounced sort of raise in the straps here, which is obviously going to be very inefficient for water passage, and it doesn't look very nice either. So this is the second time I filled it. I faired it once and found all the little gaps and holes that we had to do something about, and now we need to redo it. So I'm going to have to put a bit more fairing filler into about here so that I can create that a bit more flush. It's going to look crap whatever we do, because you're going to be able to see it, especially when it's painted. You're going to be able to see this bobble, knobble, whatever you want to call it.